What's going on, BLV? It's Mitch here, live for another primetime game. The Atlanta Falcons, the Los Angeles Rams. They are underway. The Falcons have begun with the football. First couple plays of the game. So yeah, let's go. Let's have some fun. Another game. I wasn't going to go live, to be honest with you. Just decided at the last minute. That's why I'm a little late. So let's try to have a good time, man. It's 3rd and 7. Kirk Cousins, split back formation. Can they get the first down? Pressure going deep to Drake London, and it's incomplete. So a quick 3 and out for the Falcons on offense, and we will see Matthew Stafford for the first time tonight. Make sure to Gronk spike the like button, guys. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how you're feeling in the chat. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. Okay. Falcons to punt at their own 30-yard line. Punt is away. 13:30 left in the first. Rams get the ball at the 10. There's a flag. Doing a spinorama backwards and down the left sideline, 20, 30, 40. He's down at the 42 with a really nice return. But what is the flag? Is the flag on the Rams? I mean, usually when I see a flag, I assume it's on the receiving team, but we'll find out. How often is a special teams flag on the punting team? Not very often. Legal block in the back on the Rams, so that will back them up. I'm not sure why the returner still decided to go about his business like that, but I would try to avoid to get hurt, but hey, who knows what these guys do sometimes, I guess. What's up, Big Al? What's up, Mia? How you doing, Mia? What's up, Daniel? At their own 6, handoff up the middle, pickup of 3. Rams do have a couple big injuries in this game on offense. One of their guards, probably their best guard, is hurt, Kevin Dotson. And, of course, also Devontae Adams. Both those players are out. We'll see if the Rams can still move the ball at will, as they've been doing lately, or if the Atlanta Falcons defense, which is a pretty good unit, can make some plays. Play action, Matthew Stafford out of the pocket, looking downfield. He's going to throw it deep and incomplete to no one. So it's 3rd and 7. Falcons face their own 3rd and 7. Let's find out if the Rams can convert on their 3rd and 7. Thank you guys for joining me. It's Monday Night Football. This is the Bottom Line View. I am Mitch. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Gronk, spike the like button. It helps other NFL fans like you and I find the live stream. 3rd and 7. 3 receivers. Puka in the slot to the right. Blitz by the Falcons, and Stafford gets it out right on the money for a first down to Mumpfield. That's a gain of 8, right at the marker. They're going to give him the first down. What's going on, everybody? Let me know how you're doing, how you're feeling. I'm hoping this game's competitive. I do think this game is going to be competitive, actually. I think the Falcons are going to hang around in this game, but we'll find out. We'll find out. The first series on offense didn't go too well. There is a challenge here by the Atlanta Falcons. I don't know what the challenge is. Is it for the spot? I can only assume, because it was definitely a catch. Raheem Morris is challenging the spot on the field. Of course, if he wins this challenge, it would be 4th and inches at the Rams' own, like, inside their own 20. Okay, it is 4th and 1. I would assume the Rams will punt here. I would certainly punt right here. Fourth and 1. 11:58 left in the first, and it does look like the Rams will punt. What's up, Aaron? I didn't have a pick today. I didn't really have a lot of time to think about the game. I haven't really had a pick all week. Contemplated the Rams. I don't really like this spot for them. Wasn't really confident enough to bet the Falcons. You can live bet, though, if you want. I don't bet on every single game, bro. I also don't like recommending a pick on every single game because then I look bad if I lose and I don't actually bet that much money on it. You know what I'm saying? If I go about Patreon just by picking every single game, then people are just going to lose money. I don't think that's the right move. You know what I'm saying? Gronk, spike the like button. I will say right now, I'm thinking the under and the Falcons. The under and the Falcons. That's what I would say right now. The under and the Falcons. Dartmouth says the Falcons are the most dangerous team in the NFL. I'm not sure how he figures that, but okay. 45. I see 47.5. Yeah, mine says 47.5. Minus 115. Bodo says, I won my championship in my big money league. Going to get my big $100. All right, Bodo. Nice. That's your big money league, bro? We have 58 people in the chat. What's going on, guys? Don't forget to Gronk spike the like button, man. 58 people. We should at least have 25 likes already. Let's go. Gronk spike the like button. 11:46 remaining in the first. Jeremy says, hi, y'all. I'm new to the channel. Love the videos. Been watching for a while. I'm a Bengals fan as well. Jeremy, you must like the channel if you're a Bengals fan. I think I keep it pretty entertaining for Bengals fans on this channel. But yeah, thanks for joining, man. Thank you for commenting. Appreciate that, bro. 11:46 in the first. Falcons ball for the second time. At their own 35-yard line, under center is Cousins. Multi-tight end formation. I would call it 3 tight ends. Kyle Pitts to the right. Toss to the left, Bijan. Nice cutback. Bijan picks up 5. I would take the 7.5 with the Falcons. But I'm not going to put a lot of money on it or anything like that. At the 40, there is a flag. Looks like it's on Atlanta, so they're going to lose the yards that they gained. Chris Lindstrom, false start. Big Holder says, what's up, brother? What's up, Big Holder? How you doing, brother? Glad I've been entertaining, Jeremy. I wish the Bengals were in the playoffs instead of the damn Steelers or Ravens, bro. Do I think the Rams rest starters later as the Niners and Hawks both won? No. I think the Rams want to be the 5 seed because that means they play the NFC South. And in order to be that, they have to win the next 2 games, I believe. Cousins. From the pocket, nice throw and catch, and it's a first down, a gain of 12 to Sills. Prestige says they really couldn't flex this jobber-ass Monday night game out of the last one of the year. That's true. I mean, what could have they put here? They could have put Pats Jets. Rams minus 6.5. All right. Big Holder says, I'm great, brother. Appreciate the stream. I need Puka to have a good game to win my fantasy league. All right, good luck to Puka. At their own 48, 2 receivers to the left, play action, pressure up the middle. Cousins gets it out, but he can't find Bijan, who was open. If I was the Falcons, I would spread the Rams out, and I would target Bijan 15 times. Just right over the middle of the ball. I would just throw at the Rams linebackers the entire game. But they go with this play action. Landman blitzes right up the middle. Landman's been good for them. He's a former Falcon. Cousins in the pistol. They're going to motion Bijan to the left. They're going to hand it right to Algier. It's a gain of 2. At the 50, it'll be 3rd and 8. What's up, everybody? I'm Mitch. This is the Bottom Line View. Thanks for joining. Shout out to John with the first super chat. Appreciate you, John. Tony says, go Pats. Yes, sir. Boda says, teams are guaranteed a certain amount of primetime games. Haven't we already seen enough Falcons primetime games? 3rd and 8. Cousins throws left. He completes for a first down to Darnell Mooney at the 40. Darnell Mooney at the 37. First down, Falcons. Tina says, we want to see the game, not your face. I kind of think that's a lie. Bodo wants to see my face. Ashley says, Matthew Stafford. What's up, Ashley? Ashley says, are you actually Aaron Rodgers? Play action. Kirk Cousins. Gonna go deep down the left side. Incomplete for Mooney. 2nd and 10, 8:43 remaining in the first. Falcons moving the football on their second series of the game. Claire says, let's go Rams. All I'm saying is, I think Kirk Cousins can perfectly execute a Mac Jones-like performance against this Rams defense. He might not be the most athletic, but he knows where to go with the ball, and he can still throw an accurate one. Handoff. Bijan. Bouncing it to the left. And then you have this human glitch of a running back. Bijan Robinson. Who literally looks like he's skiing when he gets the ball. Claire, how are the Falcons not in the playoffs? How is Raheem Morris this bad? At the 29. Cousins looks left, throws left, wide open, caught at the 10, out of bounds. Sills, 8:06 left in the first. Mia says, I have the Rams winning, but would you be surprised if the Rams lose? I wouldn't. I would be slightly surprised, but I would not be surprised at all if the game was close. Dave says, bam! Falcons in business. Let's go. 83 people in the chat, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to like the video. It really does help the channel and the algorithm for other people to find the stream. Also, if you're new, subscribe and let me know how you're doing and how you're feeling in the chat. Run for Bijan. Slicing, cutting his way down to the 3. 2nd and goal. 7:20 left in the first. Jeremy Allen, is that not the same name as that actor? Claire says, fire Raheem and the GM. Kolbu says, random question. Which team do you think Kyler Murray will be under center for in 2026? My top guess would be the Jets, but like if I was Kyler, I'd want to go to the Dolphins. Bijan, loss of 1 on 2nd and goal. Be 3rd and goal at the 4. They try to toss. It did not work. Anne Marie, what's up? How you doing? Wiggy says he'd love to see Kirk Cousins have a great night, but I don't have enough faith. Jeremy, they should have went for 1 point, but Allen also should have made the throw. Looking left, 3rd and goal. Cousins looking back right, throwing to the end zone, wide open. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons! .6:11 left in the first. The Falcons are flying in Atlanta. 7-0. Touchdown, Falcons. Fly, Falcons, fly. On your way. Sing it, Big Al. To victory. I can't hear you, Claire. Fly, Falcons, fly. All right. Makes more sense that it would be fly, Falcons, fly. You got the F alliteration. Dart says, can you say rise up? Rise up. Greg says, fly, Falcons, fly. Claire's laughing in the chat. Kirko chains, baby.
All right, all right, all right.
Let's go. Kobu says, Falcon punch. I need to get that sound effect. That would be good, actually. Sarah says, oh no, he's singing again. You like my voice, I know.
Falcon punch!
Jimmy says, what's up, Mitch? How you doing? Gronk spike the like button, everybody. Let's get Mitch 100 likes on his channel. I gave you a like on your channel. Thank you, bro. I'm just curious, Jimmy. Do you already have that written out in your notes and then you just like say something different every time? Or do you actually type that out every time? Larry says, where's your early best bets video? It's out, bro. It's out. It's been out for an hour. Not that long. You haven't missed much. An hour. It's been out. Ark says, my favorite Falcons hater. I don't hate the Falcons, bro. I just hate Raheem. He's a jabroni. He's jabroni of the year quality. But I like the Falcons. Nothing wrong with the Falcons, bro. Kang says, love you, Mitch, even if you are a Patriots fan. Raheem's a jabroni. I love the Falcons. Come on, man. How could I hate the team that gave us a Super Bowl when we were down 28-3? How could I hate that team, bro? Leanne, what's up? How's my favorite writer doing? How you doing? Dave says the power rankings are my favorite. That's good to know. Thanks, man. I forgot to do the collaboration. I actually think this collaboration thing that YouTube does now is really cool. I think it actually really helps. Because I do every Money Mitch bottom line view video, I do collaboration on every video. I appreciate YouTube for that. Play action, Matthew Stafford down the field. It's tipped, almost intercepted. My guy Ellis with the tip. Thanks, Kang. Appreciate it, man. Taryn says, if anything, Mitch would feel bad. Yeah, that's true. Leanne says, good. Should I write my article about the best NFL teams before the playoffs? That'd be cool. Leanne, if you can do it, I'll if you can do it by the end of tomorrow, I could put it in my power rankings video. I could talk about it. If not, I don't know. I'll try to give you a shout out at some point, but incomplete down the right sideline to Parkinson, who can't catch. Right through his hands. 3rd down and 10. Dave Powers says, if you were running the Raiders or Giants, would you consider trading the pick? If I had the first pick, I wouldn't trade it if I needed a quarterback. If I didn't need a quarterback, I don't know. I probably would trade it if I didn't need a quarterback. Stafford moving. Stafford throwing on the move. He finds his receiver finally down the left sideline. A 1st down for the Rams. It looked like he was about to get sacked, but a great individual effort by Stafford to extend that play and find Smith for the 1st down. Falcons defense is flying around out here. It's not going to be an easy day for Stafford. And that's actually rare that Stafford makes a move outside the pocket and makes a throw like that. That honestly, as good as Stafford is, if you're going to be beat by him running around, I think you'd take it. Handoff up the middle. It's a gain of 5. 2nd down. RDP says, I have a question. If the 49ers win versus Seahawks, do they get the 1 seed? Yes. I'm not sure how you don't know that. Not trying to make fun of you or anything, but they've literally brought that up like 5,000 times on like every broadcast imaginable. So I'm not sure how you don't know that, bro. Maybe you should get your ears checked. Just saying. Handoff. It'll be 3rd down and 1.5 for the Rams. After another gain of 4. Right up the middle. 85 people in the chat. Don't forget to Gronk spike the like button. Let's try to get to 50 by half. Big Al says, at this point, the Rams will either be the 5 or the 6. That is true. Stafford on 3rd and 1 throws. Complete to Puka. A tight window. Ballsy throw on 3rd and 1, and Puka gets it over the middle. Rams have the ball around the Falcon 28. 1st down. After that quick slant across the middle to Nakua. At the 28 under center is Stafford. 2 tight ends to the right. Puka to the right. Kyron is the back. Gonna hand it to him. That's Corum, actually. A gain of 3 to the right for Corum. The Michigan man. 2nd down and 7. 3 minutes left in the 1st. Falcons up 7-0. Claire predicts the Niners will get the 1 seed. Dave says if the Rams are number 6, they go to Chicago. Bears won't win. No, actually, if the Rams are the 6, they go to Philadelphia. Second and 7. Play action. Stafford rolls to the right. Stafford throws to the flat. Gain of 2. Flag. Now, that is assuming that the Bears and the Eagles win next week. If the Bears lose to the Lions, then they would be the 3 seed. But the Bears are favored, and they're at home. So, assuming that the favorite wins. If Seattle loses to... There was a flag, by the way. Face mask on Puka Nacua. Clearly a face mask on the Falcons. Ronnie Harrison. Illegal use of hands. Automatic first down. 2:43 left in the first. Rams cooking. Kang says Carolina or Tampa next week, Mitch. I'm leaning Carolina, but I'm not sure. Taryn says, yes, it's coaching. It alone has lost us games last year and this year for the Falcons. Stafford, screen to the right. Parkinson, gain of 4. Second and 6. In the red zone, the Rams trying to tie the game up on their second series. Rams 11-4. They win their next 2 games. They are the 5 seed in the NFC. They would play the winner of the NFC South. They did lose to Carolina in Carolina earlier in the year. They beat the absolute brakes off the Bucs. Second and 5. Stafford under center. 2 receiver formation. Neither of them is Puka Nacua. Play action. Stafford rolls. Looking. Throwing incomplete. Third and 5. 1:41 remains in the first. RDP says Justin Herbert is out week 18 since the spread went up to 12.5. Honestly, I would take the Chargers. If Trey Lance is the only guy that's sitting, I would take the Chargers with 12.5 against the Broncos. If Justin Herbert's the only guy that's sitting and Trey Lance is playing. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I assume the Chargers will rest a bunch of guys. Stafford throws. Complete for a gain of 4. It'll be 4th and 1 at the 11. 1:30 left in the first. Panda says Goff outdoors with his tiny hands. Bear down. Panda is right. Panda likes to say bear down because she's a kung fu panda. Panda says Carolina's already beat them once, I believe. Yes, that is true. 1 minute left in the first. 4th and 1. Handoff is stuffed. The Falcons with a stop on 4th and 1. Upset incoming on Monday night. Panda loves it. The best coach on the Falcons is a former Jet. Jeff Ulbrich with the stop. Nice play by 92 on Atlanta. Who is 92? I don't know all the numbers. Thanks, Dave. Claire says defense. The Falcons with a 4th and 1 stop. Yo, I'll be pumped, bro, if the Falcons win this game for no reason. Even though the game doesn't even matter. I'm just sick of people talking about the Rams like they're some super team. They're not even good, bro. What is it? 92? Who the hell is number 92? They don't even have a 92 on their roster. Was he 92? Or was that 93? 93 is Contavious Street. Who's number 92? Did I see the wrong number? Dave, I'm just some jabroni in a basement, bro. Singh says the Rams are overrated. Singh, you think everyone's overrated. To be fair. Singh, has there ever been a team that was underrated in your opinion? I'm just wondering, Singh. Has there ever been an underrated team in your opinion? Kyle Pitts is smiling because he's going to make a lot of money in the offseason. He leads all tight ends the last 3 weeks in catches, yards, and touchdowns. Handoff, Bijan up the middle, gain of 4. I have had a beer during the game, Dave. I would not be removed. Sarah's going to have an absolute banger of a tea party tonight by herself. You think the Jags are underrated? All right. Bijan Robinson skiing past the Rams. 2 jump cuts for a first down and a gain of 7. This guy's actually ridiculous. I wish I could run like that. He doesn't even run. It's like he's like jumping. He's literally hurdling. He doesn't even run. 93 is Contavious Street. I didn't see a 92 either. Yeah, it was 92. Who the heck is that jabroni? Are the Falcons literally picking up guys off the street to whoop the Rams' candy ass? Sarah says, nice, Mitch. You have to add by yourself. Well, you didn't invite me. I would have come right over. You didn't invite me. I should do a power rankings of other football YouTubers. Oh, that would be interesting. I don't know if I could do it of mainstream personalities for sure. But other YouTubers, that might get me too much feedback, bro. I don't even know them that well. I would have to really study them for me to really rank them. I would feel bad just randomly talking about them like that. You're welcome, Kang. That's why I'm here, man. I said to myself, I wasn't going to go live because I was kind of tired earlier. I don't know why. And I was saying, if I could make one person happy by going live, even if it's just Claire, I'll go live. Just for Claire. Just for that one person. Just for Kang. Just for Sarah and her tea party. Just so she doesn't feel alone. Andrew says, Gronk spiked the like button, peeps. What's up, Andrew? How you doing, man? Look at this handsome guy here, bro. Look at Andrew with his suit and tie. Look at this man. Oh, I just messed him up, bro. I made him look ugly. Hold on. My bad. Damn it. My bad, Andrew. Gronk spiked the like button. Khalid Kareem. I do not know who that is. Jeremy says this channel's underrated. Thanks, man. Pistol formation, Cousins. Handoff to Algier. It's a gain of 2 or 3. It's the beginning of the second quarter, guys. Yeah, Claire, you were right. I should have streamed Niners Bears, but you should have seen me, Claire. I was watching it with my mom and my dad. And I was literally like sitting on the ground in front of the TV, freaking out. I wouldn't have been good on the stream. Gain of 6, first down. Tyler Algier. Austin says, put in 300 on Falcons money line before kickoff. Looking good. I'm not going to say whether or not I did the same. Wiggy says, I will say this, Mitch. No other YouTuber puts as much into it as you do. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Robert says, Steelers are inconsistent. Tomlin needs to go bye-bye. Tyler Algier. Cutting up the middle on a toss. Stop running these damn toss plays. Zach Robinson, bro. Find a different run. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Between the Patriot playoff games and the 49er playoff games, these streams are going to be crazy. And the Bills playoff games, just because the Bills are chaotic. Kyle Pitts to the 42. Nice little juke there. 3rd down and 3-ish. 2.5. 12:50 left in the first half. 3 timeouts for both sides. Kyle Pitts with his first catch of the game. Drake London is yet to have a catch. He's in the slot to the right. 3rd and 2. Cousins looking right, throwing to London. Caught, first down. Right on cue. They don't call me Money Mitch for no reason. That's a gain of 3. Emmanuel Forbes on the tackle. The Rams are really missing Quentin Lake at that nickel spot. Really, Panda? You don't think that Cousins has as good of an arm as Rivers? I disagree. I think Cousins throws it better than Rivers. They're actually pretty similar in how they play at this point with Cousins, but I still think Cousins has more on his ball than Rivers does. 1st and 10, under center is Cousins. Did they take a timeout before the penalty? They did. 11:45 left in the first half. It was going to be delay of game. Timeout taken by Cousins at the line of scrimmage. So, Falcons up 7-0 with the ball. On the move. Mia says, what's the percentage of Rams making comebacks when they're down? I would say it's pretty strong. Stafford's pretty good at comebacks. Deshaun says, let's go Rams. Dave says, what are the odds of there being a Drake May roast a la Tom Brady in 20 years? If there is, you should host. I would be down. I'll sign up for it right now. But I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know, man. What would people even say about Drake May? His wife makes good cookies? Like, what are they going to say to roast him? I don't know. I don't understand. Can't even roast Drake May. He's unroastable. He's unroastable. Sarah says, the fact that Tom Brady did a roast and didn't invite me. Sarah would have roasted him all day. Sarah roasts him for no reason in our chat. Robert says, go Falcons. Sarah says, the fact that Tom Brady did a roast didn't invite me. And then she says, I would have been the queen of roasts. Dave says, the funniest was when the blonde chick made fun of Gronk. Me, no, that isn't real money. People just think Gronk's a caveman. It's kind of funny. Bijan slicing up the middle, a gain of 3 or 4. Second down. Do I want to see a 6th or 7th seed in the Super Bowl? I don't care. I think you already know the teams I want to see in the Super Bowl, dude. Jeremy says, let's go Rams. Falcons are playing pretty decent so far. Yup. 2nd and 7. Pistol. Cousins. London wide to the right. Mooney to the left. Bijan the back. Pitts to the right. In a hand to the left for Bijan. He avoids the first tackler. He makes another juke. He breaks a tackle. And he picks up 3. What an insane juke that was. That first juke was crazy, though. That should have been a loss of 2. It's 3rd and 4. 10:40 left in the second quarter. Right here. He just went arm over with the ball. He just literally went like this. 3rd and 4. Blitz by the Rams incoming and a flag. Falcons jumped. Elijah Wilkinson got nervous. Like me at Sarah's tea party. 10:21 left in the first half. Mia says, why are the Bucks so trash? Todd Bowles is a jabroni. The Bucks O-line, their interior is ass. They've had a lot of injuries. They can't get a pass rush. There's some pretty big factors. 3rd and 9. London in the slot. Watch out for London here. 4-man rush by the Rams. Cousins going deep. And it's off target to Kyle Pitts down the right side. And Cousins can't believe it. Rams kind of got bailed out there by that penalty. I feel like the Falcons were about to go. If they didn't get that 3rd down, they were going to go for it on 4th down. Now they're forced to punt due to that penalty. 10 minutes left in the first half. Eight likes till 50, guys. Falcons will punt at their own 48. Pinion. Trying to pin them deep. At the 12, the Rams call for a fair catch. Singh says Rams need to score quick. Dave says, I have to run. We'll check out the live streams in the future. Thanks for all your hard work, Mitch. No problem, Dave. Thanks for tuning in, brother. 7-0 Falcons. Thank you. You don't got a Falcons one? Rise up, coach. 44 likes in the chat. Sarah says, Mitch, you sound like I would have tied you to a chair, tilting your head back and luring tea in your... The way you use luring in that sentence, I think it speaks volumes. You sound like I would have tied you to a chair, tilting your head back and luring tea in your mouth. See, that just sounds creepy. I'm not going to lie. Using luring in that sentence, I think Claire can agree that sounds creepy. Claire says Sarah's king. Scats says everyone thought this would be a cakewalk for the Rams. Huge amount of money on the Rams money line. That's probably true. $9.54 left in the first half. Rams with the ball for the third time at their own 12. They got stopped on 4th and 1 earlier. At their own 12, 2 tight ends to the right, 2 receivers set, Puka to the right. Now he's really close in formation with the tight ends. They're going to hand it to the right. Corum taken down for a gain of 5. All right, it's Williams. Damn it. I'll get it eventually, guys. I'll figure out which Ram running back it is. Both of them look exactly the same. I'll figure it out eventually. Jimmy says, I wish your Pats the best in the playoffs. Thank you, man. We're going all the way. I've got the Longhorn mug, bro. I'll show you guys all my new mugs at halftime, all right? I got like 6 of them. 2nd and 5. Handoff for Sarah's T. I got all the mugs. Gain of 1 or 2. It's going to be 3rd down. $8.50 left in the first half. Three receivers bunched wide to the left. Stafford takes a quick snap. Blitz up the middle. Stafford trying to find someone open. Flips it. Intercepted. Jesse Bates 30. 25, 20, 15, 10. Jesse Bates. Pick 6. Falcons. Let's go. Fly, Falcons, fly. On their way to victory. Fly, Falcons, fly. Fly, Falcons. Fly, on the road to victory. Fly, Falcons. Fly, score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Falcons. Fly, fly, Falcons. Fly, on the road to victory. Falcons. I said K, bro. Oh, let's go.
It's gonna be me.
You know, when you showed me up, you put some of the stuffing in the wrong places, so I'm a little fucked up. But will you take care of me forever and ever? Nah, I'm just kidding you. I thought it'd be funny if you thought I was fucking retarded.
14-0 Falcons. Let's go, Claire. Let's go, Claire. Let's go, Claire. Come on. Rudy, what's going on with your Rams, bro? You told me they're unbeatable. What's going on? What's going on? Brian says, I knew all along Stafford is only considered good because of Adams and Nakua. They can't save him now. . Did you like my rendition of the Falcons fly, guys? Claire says, should I live bet the Falcons? You should have done that already, Claire. Claire, you're too far now. What are you doing? You can still get you have to lay 2.5 now, Claire. It's probably, I mean, if they're going to win, they're probably going to win by more than 2.5, to be fair. If you want. Falcons by 1 to 6 is plus 270, Claire. Get it while it's hot. It was plus 500 before the game, though. What's up, Greg? Rams to the 25. I think a big problem here with the Rams, and this is what I talked about with this game. Raheem Morris, this staff, Zach Robinson, they all come from the Rams. They're all Rams coaches. They all know the Rams. And the Falcons' pass defense is really good. And it's pretty good. They can blitz. They can get some pressure. And the Rams don't have Adams. They don't have Dotson. It's pretty big injuries for them. And the bigger problem for the Rams is the Rams' defense isn't very good. So they're going to need to score. Play action. Stafford has time. He's going to hit underneath to the 30. That is Parkinson for a gain of 5. 8 minutes left in the first half. Carter says May gets MVP if the Rams lose. I think that's pretty fair, to be honest. Yeah, I think if the Rams lose today, I think May gets MVP. I think that's fair. Stafford was the front runner coming into this game. 2nd and 4. Handoff. Corum. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Only 1 yard there. 7:30 left in the first half. What's up, Dan? Dan the Birdman in the chat. What's up, Danny? Third down and 2. Stafford on the fade. Complete to the 40. The ball is punched out by Jesse Bates at the end, but they're going to say that he was down. 6:45 left in the first half. Big play from the Rams. Ferguson on the catch. Looked like a wheel route. First and 10. At the 40 of the Falcons. Stafford hands it left. Corum bouncing off defenders. Corum gains 2. Good rally and tackle by the Falcons. 6 minutes left in the first half. Falcons flying. Soaring. $5:40 left in the first half. 2nd and 8 at the 38 of the Falcons. Stafford looks left. Stafford going down the left sideline. It's caught by Puka. Out of bounds inside the 5. There is a flag. 5:32 left in the first half. What's the flag for? Is it holding on the Rams or interference on the Falcons? Illegal shift on the Rams. Move it back. The play will not stand. It's an illegal formation on DJ Humphries. Yabba Dabba says, what's up, Mitch? Hope the BLV fam is doing well. I think they're doing pretty good. The people are pumped. We got 87 people on a Monday night. What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in. If you're new, my name is Mitch. Gronk spiked the like button. 2nd and 13, DJ Humphries. His jabroni took a penalty. 5 minutes left in the first half. Handoff. And it's Corum for another 2 yards. 3rd down and 11. 5 minutes left in the first half. Stafford desperately needs this 3rd and 11. You gotta have it. McVay looking at his play call sheet. Corum limping off to the sidelines. The Niners beat the Bears with 4 Hall of Famers out. The Rams can't even beat the Falcons without 2 players. Bunch of frauds. 3rd and 11. Screen to the left. It's dropped and incomplete for Puka Nacua. 4:22 left in the first half. Give the Falcons the ball back, bitches. All right, another stop by the Falcons. Corum is hurt. What was the injury? Lower body, ankle, maybe? Maybe an ankle? Anton says, well, this game is way more interesting. You can hear me on Bleacher Report, Kang. Bleacher Report, bro. Get the app. At the 1 yard line, Whittington downs the football. Great job by the special teams of the Rams. Anton says, well, this game is way more interesting than I would have expected. Glad I tuned in. Glad you did tune in, Anton. Thanks for joining, brother. $14-0 Falcons. If you haven't already, subscribe to The Bottom Line View. Also, subscribe to a little channel, my second channel, called Money Mitch. If you want to make some money on the NFL, you would have heard Mitch, me, say take the Falcons with the points on my primetime breakdown this week. Damn it, I should have bet Drake May for MVP this morning. I'm an idiot. Damn it! Claire, why didn't you tell me to bet on Drake May for MVP this morning? What the heck, Claire? I thought we were friends. I don't understand, Claire, why you did that to me. Sarah, you should try again. Claire said, my bad. You better take the blame, Claire.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
Bearded Niner. What's up, bro? Singh says, I'm too scared to do bets. Singh, you're scared, but then you call everybody out. You say Joe Burrow is a pansy. 2nd down and 10. After a QB sneak at the 1-yard line by the Falcons, it's going to be 4 minutes left in the first half. Falcons basically conceding this drive with that. Why don't you just give the ball to Bijan? He's not going to get tackled for a loss. I've never seen it. I've literally never seen it. Tyler Algier in the backfield. No gain. 3rd and 9. CMC should win MVP and Shanahan Coach of the Year. CMC can win Offensive Player of the Year if he wants. Drake May's winning MVP. I agree with you on Shanahan. Shanahan actually is now the favorite wildly. He wasn't even in the top 5 until this morning. Now he's first. People finally woke up. Maybe they watch my channel. 3 minutes left in the first half. This tea is delicious. My God. Darnell Mooney to the right. Drake London to the right. 3rd and 8. There is a flag. Delay of game on Atlanta. Move them back to the 1-yard line. Yes, Burrow will stay with the Bengals. Anton, the Niners are going to try to win so they can get the 1 seed. So CMC is playing 100%. Miss Jennifer, how you doing? She says she likes it when the Rams suck. Handoff. Bijan. Gain of 1 or 2. The Falcons can take this to the 2-minute warning and punt the ball away. Bearded Niner says, I'm sorry, but May don't deserve it. But how? He only had 1 good season. It's literally an MVP for 2025. That's literally what the award is. The Niners have been hurt in those games, Rudy. They were going to lose a couple games, brother. How do you explain the Seahawks losing to the 49ers, Rudy? Come on, bro. I could do this all day. I'm like Captain America. Is this ref on crack? Miss Jennifer says, I hate Christmas. Why? That's not very nice. That's not very nice. Greg says, on your left. Oh, shit. Big Holder says, let's ep and go. What, Sarah? Yes, sir, Big Al. T-Pain. Falcons punting from their own end zone. Just don't get it blocked. Pinion punts it high to the 35. And down at the 47 are the Rams. Okay, Miss Jennifer, I get it. Kobu says San Fran and Seattle are not just playing for the division, but for the number 1 seed. Yes, you got it. TC says this win just pisses me off. Now they win when it doesn't matter. Fire Raheem. Play action. Stafford gonna unlock the ball deep and it's picked off again. There's a flag on the field. There's a flag on the field. Are they gonna bail the Rams out? Watts had a pick. Watts had a pick. What's the call? What's the call? Stafford chucked it up deep, and the Falcons fooled him again. Rams are 1 and done. 1 and done. They're going to go to Philly and lose 10-3. Offensive pass interference on the Rams. Watts with an incredible pick. The rookie out of Notre Dame with the interception. Claire says she agrees with TC. This is classic Falcons, guys. Classic Falcons. Hand off to Bijan. Cut up the field. He's gone. Bijan. 40, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. He's gone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown. Falcons. Fly, Falcons, fly. On your way to victory. Fly, Falcons, fly. Score a touchdown. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Hit 'em low. Hit 'em high. And watch those Falcons fly.
I drank a beer. I drank another beer. 3 beers. 4 beers.
Oh no.
5 beers.
Oh
6 beers. 7 beers. 8 beers. 9 beers.
The Falcons are up 21-0. 21-0 against the Super Bowl favorites. Oh my God.
Stupid idiot!
I did it for The Rock. You're done. You're washed. It's over.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Ma, the meatloaf! Fuck!
Elena's dad says trying to place a bet for May to win MVP. Ricky says this game is hilarious. Kang says, let's go Falcons. Singh says LaFleur is better than McVay, Mitch. Mr. 7 seed LaFleur. If LaFleur didn't have the 7 seed, he'd be unemployed. Mia says, Mitch, what did you do to the Rams? I put a voodoo on them. I put a voodoo hex on them. I got a little doll with Stafford and I poke him with it. That's what I did. TC says, watch out next year. That's the Falcons' motto, baby.
It's gonna be me.
He does. He does.
Falcon punch!
All right, all right, all right. Let's go! Falcons might blow them out. They might blow them out now. Shit. If I'm the Rams, I start resting players at halftime, bro.
Falcon punch!
58-2. That's likes and dislikes. We got 2 jabronis who disliked the video. Let's go. Let's try to get to 100 likes, guys. Gronk spike the like button. Chris! What's up, bro? May VP, says Jerome.
It's gonna be me.
Jennifer says, oh, lordy.
It's gonna be me.
First down and 10, Stafford looking right, throwing right. It's caught by Puka at the 34. Second down and 2. Thanks, Bearded Niner. Appreciate that, bro. Second and 2. Stafford looking right, now back left. Finds an open man at the 45. Clipped at the 47. Down he goes. 50 seconds left in the first half. Rams going fast. If the Falcons can just hold to a field goal here, I think this is a dub. Rams get the ball after half. Blitz by the Falcons. Picked up. Stafford going to go deep down the left sideline, and it's overshot. Don't think there was much there. A.J. Terrell in coverage. Offensive Rookie of the Year, I think Tyler Shuck's going to steal it. I think he's going to steal it. 35 seconds left in the first half, second and 10. Rams still have 3 timeouts. Greg says, has a Super Bowl 51 feel. I hope not. The Falcons. Stafford pumps, he's sacked. Third down and long. Rams got to take a timeout here. They're not going to take a timeout. What? Okay. 20 seconds left in the half. How is CMC arrogant? Bro, this man is the biggest hater I've ever seen in my life. CMC is like the least arrogant NFL player there is, bro. Are you serious? Yo, Rudy is a hater. I have never seen as big of a hater as Rudy in my life. Rudy is a hater, dude. A hater. Halftime, 21-0. I'm a jabroni. I forgot to update the score. I got it, Dan. I got it. Thanks, Jesse. Glad you like it, bro. I wore it for Sarah. Shh. Rudy says, I've watched CMC for 8 years. And?
Shut your mouth, jabroni.
Kobu says, Efton Chisholm. I love seeing undrafted rookies climb the ladder. Last one we had was Jacoby Myers. We all know how that turned out. Rudy doesn't like his face. All right. Mia says, I thought the Rams D-line was like that. Not tonight. Claire says she loves CMC. Thanks, Sarah. It says, it's Eli. It says Rams defense been getting exposed. I've been saying, man. Nobody thought I was right. Everyone's like, Mitch, you're delusional. Rams defense is so good. I was like, no, it's not. But they don't believe me, bro. They don't believe me. And then Stafford's playing like a bum. Falcons defense, bro. Hey, Drake May lit this defense up. Just going to throw that out there. Just saying. Drake May lit this defense up. Christopher says, hello, Mitch. What's up, Christopher? Thank you for the super chat, my man. That's only the second super chat tonight. We have a lot of people in the chat, but only 2 super chats. Thank you. Fly, Falcons, fly. Tim says, I live in NC. I've been watching and keeping up with CMC since he came in the league. He's legit a humble dude. See, Tim knows. Tim's not a jabroni. It's Eli. I'm done teasing favorites from now on. Only underdogs. Bro, why'd you... I mean, they could still win this game, to be fair. It's possible. But... this was the Falcons, man. Falcon spot. Falcon spot. Fly, Falcons, fly. All right, Rudy. All right, Sarah. See you later. Bill says, Rams were so good early in the season. Now they have to win 3 road games to get the Super Bowl. Ain't gonna happen. Go Niners, says Bill. Strawberry is probably elated. She's chuckling watching this game like a little girl in front of her TV. She says, "Hey, Mitch," but I see it in her eyes. I see it in the words, Strawberry.
What do you think about when the 15 buzzers are coming out?
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Strawberry, it's been bad. Everything you thought the Falcons might be able to do against the Rams has completely come true. Bijan hit a home run at the end of the first half. 6 yards, I don't know. The defense has been outstanding. They are pressuring him with stunts and blitzes, attacking the middle of the pocket. And no Devontae Adams. Stafford's tried to throw the ball deep, but none of it's been successful. Jesse Bates picked him off over the middle. The ball was a little high. That was a pick six. Ball was tipped off of somebody's hand and then pick sixed. Jesse Bates. And then the other one, Watts flew across and picked it off on a deep ball. They've found a little success through the air, the Rams, like here and there, but it hasn't been sustainable. And I think the biggest thing is their run game has been kept in check mostly. I think they're mostly running for like 3 yards a carry, 4 yards a carry, nothing too crazy. What else could I say about this game? But I think the biggest thing has just been they're kind of showing a lot of different looks. They're pressuring the pocket, and they're stopping the run fairly well. Falcons had one really good drive in the second drive of the game. They moved the ball pretty easily. Bijan has been really good. Cousins has been accurate and decisive. And the Rams are just playing their normal defense. They're not getting any pressure, really. They're just playing zone. Kind of typical. Yeah, the Rams do have injuries on the offensive line for this game. I think they're definitely missing Dotson. They might also be missing their right tackle or their left tackle. Let me see. But Adams isn't playing, and that hurts them, it feels like, because other than Puka, I don't really respect any of the other players. Jackson, okay, is Alaric Jackson playing? I don't think he's playing. Yeah, he's not playing either. So their left tackle and their right guard aren't playing, so that's hurt them a bit. But no excuses at this point. We just saw the Niners beat the Bears without 4 Hall of Famers. So I don't think you can really say, you can't really blame, especially against the Falcons. Ace says, I'm a Rams fan. Stafford's throwing away the MVP to Drake May. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I would be surprised if May didn't win MVP after this. Rye-ho says, what's up, Patsy? Let's go. Fly, Falcons, fly.
What?
What's up, Burger? Rick says, Mitch, what's happening to my stupid Rams? I think I just described it pretty well. Stafford playing like poop. Defense is overrated. That's about it. Tech says we can replace the K on Puka and use a T instead. Rye-Hodes says Drake will win MVP. That's my boy, Blue.
It's gonna be me.
What do you think about when the 15th runs when you're coming out?
To save the world.
Tom Brady could do that.
Tom Brady could do that.
Ace says, I never liked Stafford, was always a Kurt Warner guy, and strangely enough, I always liked Brady, even as a Rams fan. You don't like Stafford? It's weird. You're a Rams fan, you don't like Stafford? It's odd.
Stupid idiot.
Yeah.
Hubba says, of course, a Carolinian wins MVP.
It's gonna be me.
Big Al says, crazy how Bijan has more yards than the Rams. Damn. This guy, Big Al, just said that. Damn. Wow. This guy, Big Al, bro. Rye says Finland lost today. Oh, shit. Really? Damn. Oh, shit. I forgot about my mugs. Hold on, Panda. Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda. Okay. We got the Patriots. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to break them all. We got the Buffalo Bills. We got the Bang Bang 49ers. We got the Cincinnati Bengals. We got the Detroit Lions. We also have the Raiders, but it's not here. The Raiders. And we got America's team. The Dallas Cowboys. There you go. You guys like the mugs? I'm going to use them when we're live streaming. Bodo says, where's the Steelers? I'll add it to the collection, Bodo. It was given to me as a gift, bro. All right. First down and 10. Rams ball. Rams ball. Thanks, Panda. Appreciate that. Pressure on Stafford. Stafford is sacked. Thrown down at the 39-yard line. The Falcons with a sack. I don't know how you think this is rigged. It's just one team is getting their ass kicked. Claire says, all the mugs are nice except for the Cowboys. It's not very nice. 2nd and 17. Stafford throws. Puka to the 48. 3rd down. Strawberry says, I'm actually enjoying this. I know. I know you are. You jabroni. Hold on. You know what? Just whatever. You know what? 3rd and 6. Stafford pumps. Stafford pumps. Stafford rolls. Stafford throws. And it's off the hands of his receiver. 4th and 6. 13:32 in the 3rd. Thanks, LV. Canucks stink, bro. They stink. Kang says, rise up, Mitch. I got it for a Christmas present. I don't know where they got it. 4th and 6. Stafford throws. Open. 30, 25, 20. Out of bounds at the 15. The Rams. 1st down. In the red zone. First and 10, 12:50 left in the 3rd. Handoff, Kyron Williams. Kyron Williams, a gain of 2. Ricky says, not over till it's over. Especially with the Falcons. I know. I know, bro. I know. Holds says, I'm diehard till the day I die. But yes, the Canucks stink. Ace says, LeBron versus MJ makes no sense. How did LeBron, Bunny Hop, Kareem, Magic, Kobe, Russell, etc.? I don't know. I don't make the rules. I don't think LeBron is as good as everybody else. But I don't really care no more. Whatever. Bodo says, I heard the Rams are going to put Brady in for the 2nd half. Probably a good idea. Big Al says the Canucks stink, stank, and stunk. 3 likes till 70, guys. Gronk spiked the like button, jabroni. Jesse says, Mitch, I need you to shout out my buddy Hunter and tell him he needs to wipe on Wednesday. I don't know what you're referring to, but what's up, Hunter? Ricky says Curry is better than LeBron. Jerome says I don't even have LeBron over Kobe. Jeremy says LeBron is definitely not in MJ's league. Just my opinion. Rick says, Mitch, you should dye your hair when the Pats go to the Super Bowl. What color? Blue? Red? Brandon Dorless is being brought off. He got the sack earlier. That's a big injury for the Falcons. Corum is also trying to run off his injury. 12:40 remaining in the 3rd. Big drive here for the Rams. Down 21-0. At the 13-yard line of the Falcons. Stafford fakes the handoff. Stafford throwing a screen to the left. Powell gets a block, and then he gets absolutely lambasted. A gain of 1 after Watts annihilates him. It's 3rd down. Bodo, no cheating. Watts pounds Powell into the turf. 3rd and 7 at the 12 of the Falcons. Stafford under pressure. Stafford is sacked. Take your field goal. It's going to be 28-3, guys. It's going to be 28-3. I just know it. You know it. I know it. We all know it. If I was the Falcons, I would go for 2 if you score a touchdown, just so it's rather 29 or 27-3. 35-yard field goal attempt by the Rams. I'm dead serious about the go for 2 thing, bro. I am dead serious. 11:08 left in the 3rd. (21-3). 21-3. Falcons should definitely go for 2 if they score a touchdown. Claire says, I agree. Don't make it 28-3. Claire will have nightmares. Because you don't want it to be 28-3, Rudy. It's not that hard. Big Al knows all too well. Hope you saved your Drake May MVP ticket. Okay, time for Bijan, baby. Gain of 28-3. Haha. All right. 28 more likes, guys, for 100. (11 minutes in the 3rd). Good kick return by the Falcons to the 32-yard line. Here comes Bijan. (11:02 in the 3rd). Kirko Chains wants to swag surf tonight. 11:02 in the third. Cousins in the pistol. Bijan Robinson in the backfield. London to the left. Motion from the fullback. They hand it to Bijan, and he escapes. Bijan 40, 50, 40. Oh, he's down at the 36. What a run by Bijan Robinson. I thought he was going to lose 2 yards, but he picked up 30 to 40. 10:40 left in the third. Bijan Robinson is unbelievable. See ya, Jared Verse, you bum. Mia says, Mitch, the Rams are broken. Bijan is breaking their spirits. Cousins throws to Bijan to the right, and he picks up just a yard. 2nd down and 9, 10 minutes left in the third. $77 viewers, 77 likes. 33 of you 33, I'm drunk. 23 of you jabronis need to Gronk spike the like button.
What?
2nd and 8, split back formation, London. To the right, Bijan stops. Bijan falls down after losing 2 yards. Tripped up on the Falcon turf. 3rd down. 9 minutes left in the third. He looks like Bodo when he has one too many beers. 9 minutes left in the third. 2 receivers to each side. London wide to the right. Pitts in the slot to the right. Cousins looking right. Cousins puts the ball into the turf. There's a flag. It was false start. 3rd down and long. False start, Elijah Wilkinson. All right.
Now dig on this.
Odo says, is there a thing as one too many beers?
I drank a beer. I drank another beer. 3 beers. 4 beers.
Oh no.
5 beers.
Oh
6 beers. 7 beers. 8 beers.
Quick completion for a gain of 4 for the Falcons on 3rd and long. It'll be 4th down and a field goal attempt, I assume, here from Atlanta. Eight minutes left in the third to try to take a 21-point lead. 4th and 10. Pinion the holder. 56-yard field goal attempt. Snap the hold. The kick is right down the middle. It is good. 24-3. Falcons. $27-3 is possible. Yeah, at least 28-3 is not possible. Kang says, good, 24-3, not 28-3. That's why Bijan stopped, bro. He could have ran all the way, but he said, nah, we can't have 28-3. I got to do this for the team. He's so unselfish, he fell down, bro. Photo says, now watch the Falcons get 2 safeties. The Bucks are the worst team in the NFC South. Claire. This game is worse than the Raiders and the Giants. Not really. This game's been pretty fun. Big Al says, it just dawned on me. The last time the Falcons were on Monday Night Football, they beat Josh Allen. The Falcons have been good on primetime except for when they lost to the Niners. Just saying. They beat the Bucks too. As a dog on the road. At their own 35. Rams ball down by 21. Middle of the third quarter. 7:46 remains in the third. Stafford under center. He's going to hand it right. It's a gain of 4 to the 39. 7:35 left in the third. Seven minutes left in the third. 2 tight ends to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Stafford, play action. Stafford hits his running back for a first down to the 49-yard line. First down, Rams. Thank God, Bodo. I'm excited just for that, bro. I'm excited that we won't have... and they might still be Super Bowl favorites, which is insane. Play action. Stafford escapes the pocket. Dirts the ball. 2nd and 10. Singh says the Niners are the best team. What about the Pats, bro? What do you think about the Pats? 2nd and 10. Handoff to the right. Corum. Gain of 9. Broncos? Ha! That's hilarious.
Is this ref on crack?
Nope.
Oh, boy. Bill says Singh is correct. Niners will win the Super Bowl. Well, I hope you guys are right if it's not the Patriots. Stafford pumps. Stafford throws. Complete. Breaking tackle, Parkinson to the 26-yard line. A first down at the 26. How do I even do my power rankings this week? Stafford! Down the field, wide, butt-ass naked, open as Ferguson! Touchdown! Rams.
Godspeed, Spider-Man.
Now take all this.
All right, all right, all right.
24-10. What a game. I would love that Super Bowl, Jeremy.
You know what I am? I'm a dog chasing cars. I wouldn't know what to do with one if I caught it. You know, I just do things. I don't want to kill you. What would I do without you? Go back to ripping off mob dealers? No. No, you complete me.
Jimmy says the Bears are going to the Super Bowl to play the Pats. All right. All right, all right, all right. I don't know. The Bears could lose to the Packers in the playoffs. You think so, Claire? Claire, who do you think's better, the Chargers or the Packers? Bill is delusional, bro. The Broncos are not better than the Patriots, bro. No chance. Bo Nix is not beating Drake May. I'm sorry, guys. Come on, Bill. No, they're not, Sing. The Chargers are not better than the Broncos, Sing. Come on, bro. The Rams kick it deep. Falcons from the 5 to the 25 to the 26. 4:50 remaining in the third quarter. The third quarter. Stafford. Wide, butt-ass naked Ferguson was the last touchdown. Panda likes the Chargers over the Packers. First and 10. Cousins under center. Play action. Kirk Cousins throws a dart downfield complete to Darnell Mooney to the 48-yard line. First down, there is a flag. Claire likes the Packers for some reason. Roughing the passer on Juan Johnson. Who? What do you mean there'll be a one and done playoff team to the AFC champ? What does that make sense? What does that mean? At the 37 of the Rams, after the roughing the passer, Cousins fakes the handoff. Cousins throws a screen to Bijan. Bijan breaking a tackle. Bijan to the 30. And it will be 2nd and 3 at the 30 of the Rams. A field goal would put them back up 3 scores. A touchdown would probably make this game too far out of reach. Cousins in the pistol. Darnell Mooney wide to the right. Handoff, Bijan. Skiing. Down the middle. He gets a first down and a gain of 4. 3:20 left in the third. No, they won't, Bill. No, they won't. Patriots, I'd be surprised if the Patriots didn't go to the AFC Championship. I'm not going to lie. I think the Patriots might be the most complete team in the NFL. When healthy. They have not been healthy in a while. Cousins hands it to the right. Bijan. Gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. The Niners are not the most complete team in the NFL. If they had Nick Bosa and Fred Warner, sure. They do have the best offense in the NFL, but their defense is not very good. It's below average. The Patriots have a very good offense and a good defense. And a great quarterback. 2nd and 8. Hand it to the right. Algier to the 17-yard line. Third and 2. 1:50 left in the third. Strawberry says Fred Warner might make it back. Yes, he might make it back. That will help a lot. I think Seattle's defense. San Francisco's defense, I think they're going to play pretty well this week. But we'll see what happens. At the 17 of the Rams, Algier goes backwards. Loss of 2 on 3rd and 2. It'll be a field goal, I assume, from the Falcons. Three and five. I don't think he's lost that many playoff games. That's not right. That sounds wrong. That sounds wrong, Ricky. He went to the playoffs in 2019. They went 2-1. He went to the playoffs in 2020. They went 0-1. That's 2-2. They went to the playoffs in 2021. They went 0-1. So he is 2-3 in the playoffs. The field goal is blocked! Jared Verse is gonna return it down the left sideline for a touchdown! Oh my God! The Atlanta Falcons strike again! Wow! 31 seconds left in the third. The Rams with a miracle. They block a field goal for a touchdown. Only the Falcons could achieve that. Claire, what just happened? Claire, no.
Falcon punch!
All right, all right, all right.
Ricky, I know for a fact you're wrong. Look it up. They didn't make the playoffs in 2022 or 2023. He's 2-3 in the playoffs. They lost in 2019, 2020, and 2021, one game each. They won 2 in 2019. I know it for a fact, bro. He might be 2-4. Because was he the coach in 2018? He might be 2-4. Regardless, bro. All those games were with below average quarterbacks. And teams that weren't expected to win anything. Now he has probably the best quarterback in the league. So, I don't see it as apples to apples at all. I guarantee you in those playoff games, he was an underdog in every single one. Except for maybe one. He might have been the coach in 2018 and lost. I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure he wasn't the coach in 2017. Cousins floats it over the middle. Bijan catches it for a first down and gain of 11. Vrabel is not 3-5 in the playoffs. It's incorrect. As a head coach, that is incorrect. Not as a head coach, Ricky. As a head coach, I just looked it up. He was not the coach in 2018. He was the coach in 2018. They didn't make the playoffs. As a head coach, he is 2-3. And if I were to look that up, he was an underdog in probably 4 of the 5 games. And he had Ryan Tannehill as his quarterback in all 5 games, not Drake May. Big Al says, welcome to the witching hour. Will the Falcons pull off the upset, or will the Rams storm back? Gronk, spike the like button and subscribe, or else pizza time.
All right, all right, all right.
Brock, I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye. You're trash, Brock.
Go back to ripping out mob dealers?
Stupid idiot!
No, you complete me.
To save the world.
Yeah, Tom Brady could do that.
Tom Brady could do that.
Let's go!
Falcon Punch!
Bitch!
Pizza time.
Pizza time, fourth quarter, baby. Claire says Vrabel's going to have a winning record in the playoffs soon. Claire knows her shit. Let's go. Can the Falcons get a field goal here? We will find out. Ricky, who's your favorite team? I understand you're a diehard sports fan. Who's your favorite team? Pistol. Cousins to throw. A screen to the left. Bijan. He picks up 2. 14:50 left in the game. Falcons up 7 with the ball. Which Super Bowl do I think was most disappointing from what perspective? I would honestly say, if you're talking about like from a watchability, anticipation perspective, I would say it was the Bucs and the Chiefs. That was supposed to be an epic game, and the Bucs absolutely destroyed them. Ricky, you're not a fan of any team. That is absurd. Seahawks versus Pats was one of the greatest games of all time. So was 28-3, bro. Handoff, Bijan. I think last year's Super Bowl was a pretty big disappointment, although I enjoyed watching it. So did I enjoy the Bucs and Chiefs. But Broncos Seahawks is up there too, like greatest offense versus one of the greatest defenses, and it was like 43-8. That also was pretty disappointing. Those would be the two that come to mind. I'm not surprised the Panthers and Broncos game was really boring. 3rd and 4. Cousins. Incomplete. That looks kind of like interference. No call. Okay. 4th and 4, the Falcons. 13:49 left in the game. I don't know how that wasn't interference, to be honest. Even Bijan thought that should have been a call. Spates literally runs right into him. I don't know how that's not interference. Okay, refs. Falcons with the ball are going to punt 4th and 4 at their own 43. Rams are down by a touchdown. At the 8, a return from Powell. Springing to the 20. Sorry, Smith with the return. Sing, I'm sure you watched that one live, bro. I didn't watch the Rams-Titans game live, so I can't say. I was 3 years old. Maybe I watched it, but I don't remember. Maybe I watched it. Singh says, I watched it on YouTube and it was awful. Jordan says, ahoy. Guys, we got 16 more likes, jabronis. 16 to get to 100. Let's do it. Jordan says Rams going for that comeback gimmick since Drake May went nuclear yesterday. Yeah, they had a blocked field goal, bro. A blocked field goal. Wild. Play action. Stafford rolls to the right, throws to Nakua. Nakua knocked out of bounds for a gain of 6. We got 15 more likes, jabronis. Big run by Kyron Williams for a first down the right sideline. Play action. 1st and 10. Stafford unleashes it over the middle to Parkinson. A gain of 7. Stafford and Cousins are the same age. That makes sense. What's up, Kent? What's up, Jay? (24-17). Rams have a chance to complete their comeback. $11:40 left. Handoff to the right. Kyron to the 35. First down. Stafford, 1st and 10. Throws for a gain of 2 to Parkinson. Yeah, it has been an interesting game, Hodes. Ho dog. 2nd and 8. 10 minutes left. Stafford going down the field. Incomplete for Puka. 3rd and 8. Down the left sideline, I thought he had something. Third and 8. 10 minutes left. 3 seconds on the play clock. 2-1. Stafford. Bad snap. Falcons got the ball. Flag on the play. Falcons got it at the 40. First down and 10, Atlanta. Matthew Stafford choking away the MVP. Who's got it? What's the flag? Flag on the play. Oh my God, what's the call? Offside? Are you kidding me, ref? That is the flukiest shit I've ever seen in my life. Had no bearing on the snap. Oh my God, that was so fluky. It had no impact. None. Oh my God. That is so fluky. That is so fluky. Third and 3. Handoff. Kyron is stuffed. 4th down. Will the Rams go for it? Or will they keep the momentum and kick a field goal? Fourth and 2. I think with 9:30 left, you could consider kicking a field goal here. Because if you don't get it and the Falcons get another field goal, you're down by 2 scores. I'm just saying. I don't think it's crazy to kick a field goal here. 9:15 left. They're going to take the snap. Looking. Stafford throwing. Picked off. 30. 35, 40, 50. Down the right sideline. Watts. Pick. Motherfucking 6. Falcons. Falcons! Fly, Falcons, fly, on their way to victory. Fly, Falcons, fly, score a pick 6, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch those Falcons fly. Fly, Falcons, fly. Xavier Watts is maybe the greatest safety of all time. 9:04 left in the 4th. Mia, do you own the song? No. This is my show, Mia. Not your show. My show. 9 minutes left, and they said it's not a pick 6 because Watts, with a rookie mistake, stepped out of bounds. But it was still an interception. Amanda says, I love your song. Falcon kick ass. Let's go, Amanda. Amanda, subscribe. Who's your team? The Falcons? 9:04 left. Strawberry's laughing it up.
Yeah.
At the 38. Oh, sorry, at the 42 of the Falcons. Wow, he stepped out that early. Handoff. Bijan. Bijan to the 47 of Atlanta. No pick six, unfortunately. 14 more likes for 100. Do it, jabronis. Do it. Xavier Watts with the most interceptions by a rookie this season. Handoff. Bijan to the 50. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Okay, Amanda, I will do that. Third and 2 at the 50. What's up, Quinn? Cousins got time. Surveying. Throwing. And he nearly throws a pick. 4th and 2. If I'm the Falcons, I go for this, by the way. I would go for this if I was the Falcons. They're not going to, but I would. Bro. Why didn't they just run the ball again? Jordan says Cousins is scared with the old ass body of his. At the 50, a punt from the Falcons. Fair catch at the 11. Commercial. Score a touchdown. 1, 2, 3. Amanda says it better not go into overtime. I agree, Amanda. I don't want to see overtime. I don't want to see overtime. I'm good. 27-24 Falcons to end it. Kirko Chains, walk-off, game-winning field goal drive. $7:28 left in the game. 13 likes for 100 is our goal. Rams ball at their own 11. Under center is Stafford. They're going to hand it off up the middle. Kyron with a nice run. Kyron bursting for a gain of 15. 7:20 left in the game. Can the Rams complete the comeback? They have thrown not one, not two, 3 interceptions. Jared Verse has a blocked field goal for a touchdown. First down and 10. Stafford fakes the handoff. Stafford dumps it off. 30, 35, 40, 45, 47. Kyron Williams. 6:30 left in the game. Wide butt-ass naked open was Kyron Williams. Stafford dumps it across the middle. It's complete for a gain of 6. Second down and 4, 6 minutes left. Again, it's Kyron Williams. I think May already won MVP based on Stafford's 3 interceptions, regardless of whether or not the Rams win. But we'll see. Handoff. First down. Five minutes left. Rams tie the game with a touchdown. I'm kind of hoping they tie it and then Cousins has like a minute and 50 left to go down and score. But the Rams are really milking the clock here. At the 41 of the Falcons. First and 10 Rams. Play action. Stafford. There's a flag in the backfield. Uncorks it to the end zone. Puka touchdown. Unless he landed out of bounds. He might have landed out of bounds. They're going to call it a touchdown. There is a flag though. 4-4-4 in the fourth. Holding on the Rams. I kind of thought he flew out of the back of the end zone. I didn't think that was a catch, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised if he caught it because it's Puka, but still. I thought he kind of flew out of the end zone. They called a hold on Humphreys, I think. I'm not sure if that was a hold. Puka. Oh, yeah, I think that's a catch. He got his knee in before he fell out of bounds. First and 20, though, after the hold. 4:44 left in the game. Handoff to the right. It's a gain of 1 for Kyron Williams. Nick, it's secure. The bag is secure.
It's gonna be me.
4:25 left in the game. Drake May is your MVP. Can the Falcons close it? 2nd and 18. Stafford throws across the middle to Parkinson, who breaks a tackle. Parkinson makes it a 3rd down and 2. 90 people in the chat. We still need 13 likes for 100 jabronis. Like the video, or else Big Al will knock on your door, take you, and slam you against the wall and say, jabroni, like the video.
You guys.
3rd and 2, bunch to the left. Motion to the right, handoff, up the middle, first down, breaking tackles, 25, 20, 15, and brought down at the 12. Kyron Williams, there's another flag. 3 minutes left in the game. What was the call? It was on the defense, clearly. Screen to the right, at the 11, Puka down the right sideline, touchdown, Los Angeles Rams. It's 24-23, extra point looming, 2:46 left in the game. The Rams have a chance to tie it, but Kirk Chains has a chance to swag surf all over Atlanta. 2:46 left in the game. 3 timeouts for both teams. Puka, nuka, duka-dee-doo. Touchdown! Extra point is good. It is tied. It is tied. 24-24. It was 24-3. A blocked field goal for a touchdown is the difference in the game. Stafford has thrown 3 picks. Should have been 2 pick sixes. I don't really care who wins, bro. I think it's laughable that the Rams were down 24-3. Touchback for the Falcons. That's a good sign. They'll get the ball at the 35-yard line. All they need is about 30 yards. Kirk mother effing Chains. 9 likes for 100, and only 2 of you jabronis have super chatted for my efforts. I hate you all. 2:46 left. 24-24. Kirk Cousins under center at the 35. Cousins, play action. Pressured up the middle. He nearly throws a pick. What was that, Kirk? 2nd and 10. Alex says, or maybe, just maybe, the other script for Rams to come back so Stafford can win MVP. I don't think he's going to win it regardless. At the 35, Cousins facing a 3-man rush, steps up, throws, and he's caught. Kyle Pitts, first down, gain of 11. 2:30 left in the game. I'd let this tick all the way down to the 2-minute warning if I was the Falcons. Let it go down all the way to the 2-minute warning. Also, I thought the 3-man rush by the Rams was a mistake. They gave Cousins too much time. He's been antsy in this pocket for the whole second half. You got to blitz him. You got to stunt up the middle. Get a couple guys looping around or something. They're going to take it down to the 2-minute, as they should. So, 2 minutes left. 3 timeouts. 1st and 10 Falcons at their own 45-yard line. I do have one. Big holder. I do actually have one. I should get it framed. I don't have it framed. I got it not long ago, like from my birthday, like September. Strawberry says Brock lost the MVP when he faced a much better Ravens team in 2023 when he threw 4 picks. Stafford lost MVP tonight. He's playing the Falcons. Yeah, I think a lot of people didn't want to give Purdy the MVP, though, that year, to be fair. I think, like, people actually want to give Stafford the award, like, more than even May. So I kind of think there's more bias in that as well. That's just my opinion. I don't know that to be a fact. I'm just saying. Nah, I would not say Purdy's MVP because Mac won, what, like 5-6 games? Can't be MVP with your backup winning that many games. All right. 2 minutes left. At their own 46. What up, Danielito? Hand off to the left. Bijan. Past the 50 to the 49. 2nd down. Okay, Brian, you made me say it, bro.
You're trash, Brock.
Let's go, guys. 5 likes to 100. 139, 138, 137. 3 timeouts for both teams. The clock is ticking. Cousins is controlling it. 2nd and 5 at the 50. About 10 more yards to the field goal range. Handoff. They trust Bijan with the ball. He picks up 4 after the stutter and go. He remains in bounds. 1:10 left. Rams have not considered calling timeouts. Neither have the Falcons. 3rd down and 1. The biggest 3rd and 1 of the game. I say you run it twice. If you don't get it the first time, run it again if you're the Falcons. All you got to do is get 10 more yards. 10 more yards. That's all you got to do for a chance to win this game. 3rd and 1. They toss it to Bijan. Blocked perfectly. Out of bounds. To the 35-yard line is Bijan Robinson. 1st down and 10. Looking like the best running back in football tonight. Bijan. Algier with a key block to the left there. Kicking out the corner. And then Bijan springing up the field. How cool is it that you can have your other running back block like that? That's pretty fun. Bijan Robinson has 229 yards. 38 seconds left in the game. No timeouts used by the Rams. That is no gain for Algier. What's going on? Did someone take a timeout? The Rams took their first timeout. 31 seconds left in the game. Gonzalez is stretching out. A kicker wearing number 45 is absurd. 35 seconds left. Cousins, handoff. No gain for Algier. 3rd and 9. That will be the second timeout for the Rams. I'm hoping the Falcons end the game right here. Please, I don't want overtime. I think they'll get the kick. I think they'll get it. As long as it's not blocked. Big Al says, mustard. 30 seconds left. Algier with the last 2 carries. Bijan on the sidelines. Third and 9. They're going to run it with Algier. He picks up a yard. And that will be the last timeout for the Rams with 24 seconds left. And the Rams will have no timeouts. New Era says Rams are overrated as F. All right, well. This is interesting because, yes, the Rams have no timeouts. But if the Falcons miss the kick, the Rams will take over at their own 35. So there's a chance. That being said, the 35-yard line is the same place where you would get the ball if it's a touchback. So it'd still be really tough without a timeout. The Rams, though, I'm assuming if the Falcons make this kick, they'll kick the ball in bounds to waste clock. 51-yard attempt from the right hash. Snap, hold, kick. Is good! Right down the middle from Gonzalez. 21 seconds left. It is good! Two likes for 100, guys. 2 likes. We are very close to the goal. May for MVP. Yes, sir. 21 seconds remain. If I'm the Falcons, I kick the ball in bounds. Cover the kick. We'll see if they kick it in the end zone, though. "21 seconds left. Kickoff looming. Kick is into the end zone, and they'll take the touchback. Okay. 21 seconds left. The Rams. "21 seconds. The Rams have no timeouts. They need to get out of bounds. Probably on their second throw at the very least. Stafford's going to go down the right side, wide open, and he missed him. Smith was wide open on a deep corner route. The Falcons blew the coverage wide open, and they just missed it. Wow. That might have been a touchdown, to be honest. 16 seconds now. It's going to be really difficult. They're going to have to hit that play again. Timeout by the Falcons. That's a smart timeout. The Rams are going to need a 30-yard corner route or like a 30-yard crossing route where the guy can somehow get out of bounds. Either one would work. They're going to rather need a catch and run where the guy can somehow get out of bounds or a corner route to the sidelines. Stafford has time. He's going to chuck it deep. And it's almost caught by Tutu Atwell, but not quite. 9 seconds left. How is it even this close, dude? Jeez. What are the Falcons doing on defense? That's crazy, man. What are we even doing here? What are we even doing here? 10 seconds left in the game. Timeout taken by Atlanta again. You could argue that's pass interference on Alford, but they did not call it. The Rams don't deserve this game, dude. They have been ass all game. Stafford has been terrible all game. They got a freaking field goal block. Like, they do not deserve to win this game. Just don't let anything over your head. Don't let anything over your head. And yes, they usually do not call pass interference on that play late in the game. They usually do not. Sometimes it's rare, though. 3rd and 10. Stafford throws. And I don't know. Did Puka catch it? If he did catch it, that would be insane. AJ Terrell. Puka with one hand. I don't think he had possession of the ball until he was out of bounds, but that is still insane. Is that a one-handed catch? There's no way, dude. There's no way he caught that. Are you kidding me? No, that's incomplete. It's incomplete. It comes out at the end. It comes out at the end. It's incomplete. It comes out at the very end there. It gets dislodged. He has it for a while. Like, he legitimately has it as a catch until he's falling down, and then Terrell's hand pops the ball out. So it's an incomplete pass. That's not a catch. He had it until he was going down, and then Terrell moved the ball out of his hand. It should be incomplete. He had it for a while, though. He had it for a while. I'll give him that. That was ridiculous. So this will be the last play of the game with 5 seconds left. I don't even know how he almost caught that, to be honest. Hail Mary time, trick play time. 5 seconds is not enough time, most likely, to complete a catch for field goal range. It's very risky. Fourth and 10. Falcons take their last timeout. I think you basically got to play 3 deep. I think you just play like 3 deep man coverage. Like, if they want to throw that corner route again, it's going to be like at least have a guy on him. Don't just play zone. And play outside leverage. Outside leverage, let them complete the ball in bounds. Incomplete pass. Nearly an interception by A.J. Terrell. They try to fade ball on the sidelines to Puka. 27-24, Falcons pull off the upset at home on Monday Night Football in the final Monday night game of the season. Falcons win by 3, 27-24 to go to 7-9, I guess. And the Rams are 11-5. Rams lose Matthew Stafford, the MVP. Congratulations to Drake May, baby! Let's go! Let's go! Drake May MVP!
It's gonna be me.
Let's go! Gronk, spike the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for tuning in, jabronis. Saturday. Be there. Be there. Peace.